Aloha friends, welcome to the channel. All right, this is going to be a divine union intuitive reading. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and the first thing they wanted me to do was open up and channel some energy. There are some dense energies that are being cleared right now, some karmic circles that are coming to an end, and a lot of moving pieces. So I'm just going to open up and allow them to channel through me. Arafatama tisikiti yenene ana tata fatamana shiti arafatamana katati sini anata arafatama tishikiti yenena tisikiti yenena araputuno chutu tumana kachana titiski yenena tafimia arapatoto usnedikti a tisikene tafatamana tishikitana arafatamana itititikisiyenene la arapatu uno chuchuchukanana arafatamana chikata anata isitiyenene yanana. Alrighty, so lots of moving pieces. As I said, I got, as I started to open up and channel, I was feeling a lot of heartache, a lot of longing, just wanting to be through this cycle or this corridor or this time loop or whatever you want to call it that so many of us have been growing through now for a long while. And they're telling me it's shifting, and I just keep hearing, hold on, it is going to be worth the wait. So wherever you are on your journey, whether you are waiting for your union to come in, growing through some upgrades with your union, or learning how to integrate after the upgrades, because the unions that have been in union and stayed in union have went through some really powerful upgrades in the past. They're just telling me many months, and it's like they're showing me this cycle where it was like one after another, and there was so much. So right now, those of you who are currently in union and have been in union through this, you are holding space for the masses, for all divine unions to be able to come together. And as you have raised your frequency and your vibration, you are now shining that light for others to rise up with you all and to come into union as well. And there is a lot of darkness that is being cleared. They're just telling me a lot of karmic cycles that needed to come to an end. And for those of you who are not yet in union or have been separated from union, they're just saying allow things to play out. There are cycles that needed to be grown through, and that's happening now, and it has been for quite some time. But they're telling me allow it to happen. I got like this big feeling of like needing to take a breath of fresh air as I was getting this next part out. And they're saying, so they're bringing me back to allow, trust, thank you, trust. It is an inner knowing. When you are meant to be in union, when you know that there is something more for you out there, and perhaps you've experienced it already and have come into separation, or you have connected with them in the astral and it just hasn't happened in the physical yet, or you're working through these upgrades and integrating things. They're just saying trust and know. This is an inner knowing. This is tapping out of all matrices. This is tapping out of all systems, and it is a deep inner knowing within you. So tap into that. Stay hydrated. They're making this very clear to stay hydrated through this time. I'm hearing specifically through fruits. So whatever fruits are in season or available for you, make sure that you are staying hydrated by either eating the fruits or juicing them. But they're saying stay hydrated through fruits. I feel like that's very important for some of you. They're like most of you, thank you. And breathe. And breathe. We are breaking through this threshold, and when the divine unions come into full union, not just those of us who have been in it and have been carrying this vibration and helping to raise the vibration and shining the light and being the way showers, but those of you who have had to grow through the karmic cycles, who have had separation, or who have not yet come into physical union, again, a lot of moving pieces. Okay, I have not tapped into these yet. I pulled these cards a few days ago. I believe, okay, they're telling me now, yes, that, and I double checked to make sure that they are still in resonance, and I did replace one card out of one of the piles. But other than that, they're telling me everything else is a match. There was some shifting that happened this past week. So and they're I'm like, why did I say it like that, week? But they're telling me it's because time is irrelevant, right? So this past week may have felt like a month for you. It may have felt like a day. Whatever resonance that means for you, take it as it resonates for you. Okay, so I have not tapped in to see which pile is which, so let's do that together. Let me grab a pendulum so you all can see. I have one around here somewhere. Okay, I'm not seeing it for some reason. It has gone off. So let me just tap in. Spirit, can you please show me? You can just direct my right hand, please, to which pile is for the unions that are currently in union and have been in union. Okay, that's going to be the middle pile here. Those that are not yet in physical union, have not come into physical union yet, this is going to be the pile here on the left. And those that have been in union and are separated, it's going to be right here on the right. So we have, let's do pile number 1, not in physical union yet. Pile number 2, in union, working through some upgrades and integration. And pile number 3, in separation. Oh, there was like so much of a pause there. It's like I feel like this has been severed. There's definitely like a shift. So that'll be interesting to tap into. So I don't mix these up. I'm going to put this golden healer on the unions that are in union now. I will put this selenite heart on those that are in separation, and we're going to start off with pile number 1. So I will bring these back when it is time. Timestamps will be in the description. Thank you all for tuning in. Alrighty, we are going to jump right in here. So we have pile number 1, those that have not come into physical union just yet. Oh, and I'm getting like these chills. It's like things are hot and cold. They're telling me it's like you're so close to coming into union and then swept back into a cycle or a loop or shifting. And it's because they're telling me that karma is being created in the present. Okay, so interesting. So whatever is happening that is keeping you from coming together in the present, it's because karma is upcycling in whatever present moment they're experiencing, your partner is experiencing, and you, thank you, and you. So Maybe it's time to take a good long look at yourself and where you feel like you might be creating karma. Now, this came through for a client recently, so they're bringing it up. But we talked about how when you forgive someone or you say that you are allowing them to rise into their highest and best self, and you're still holding on to pieces of them that are in lower vibrations. Maybe they did something to you in the past, or they did something that you didn't like. There's an energy, even like they're telling me, like this energy of being so close. Like maybe you were connecting with your union, and you connected in the astral, and you were very, very close to coming into union, and then something shifted. And in that shift, you then created karma by being upset, being impatient, not wanting to wait, tapping out, wanting to let go, feeling like they are outside of you. Oh my goodness, I am feeling so much energy in the right side of the back, right side of the body. This is the masculine energy. So if you are listening and you are waiting for your masculine to come into your life, it's the masculine that is shifting through. If you are the masculine and you are waiting for the feminine to come in, and it is you that is shifting through these energies. So now they want me to be very specific that even though I say it's you and it's them, as unions, you are one soul in two different bodies. So there is a merging that needs to happen. It's like you are still seeing yourself outside of this person, and almost like I'll believe it when I see it. Like when it actually happens, when we come together, when we're able to physically touch, that's when I'll know it's real. And they're like, no, that's not the way it works. The way it works is you have that deep inner knowing and that trust now, right now in this present moment, that it is absolutely real and it is going to happen for you. So let's go ahead and flip this over. All right, so the first thing we have that is coming up as part of the karma that's being worked through is betrayal. And it says, I trust the outside world. So what this tells me is that, interesting that I had brought up trust, because that's exactly what this is. There needs to be a deep inner trust. So somewhere along the line, you feel like you betrayed yourself, or your partner feels like they've betrayed themselves. So maybe they are growing through some karmic cycles, and during that growth period, they created more karma. Or for you, you've grown through some karmic cycles, and during your growth period, you've created more karma. It really is, your guides are really asking you to take a step back and see where you are in the present, and evaluate how many times, this is very specific, they're saying how many times you have not trusted in this union. How many times did you say like, oh, this may never happen, I'm moving on, this isn't for me. Whatever it was that you said, you spoke into existence, created a karmic loop. So they are saying, go back to those times where you shifted that vibration and shifted that energy back. It is very important to do so. So maybe spend some time with self and see, when you tapped out, when you stopped, I wanted to say stop believing and they stopped me. When you stopped trusting, it's like you have this gut, this inner feeling, and you know deep in your heart, in your soul, right? You feel it when our soul is severed, when our soul is when we have half of our soul in our body and the other half in another body, there is a separation that we feel. And I was speaking with a girlfriend about this the other day, and I said, there's this energy of when you're in other relationships, you can have soulmate relationships. I had many soulmate relationships in this lifetime that I came into, a few. They're like, correct that, it wasn't many. People are going to take that the wrong way. A few. I had a few soulmate relationships that I came into before I came into my union. And they were amazing. And there were things that there was one specifically that I thought was like my forever person. And when I tapped out of that energy of feeling like there was no, go back. They're like, you're going off on a tangent. Thank you for bringing me back, Spirit. When I was with this person, there was always something missing. And other soulmates that came into my life as well. It's like everything would be great in the relationship and we would get along great and there would be no drama. And there was still always something that was missing from me. And that was the other part of my soul. That was, my husband. And so that's the energy that is coming through for y'all. So they're saying connect with self, right? And as you connect with self, connect with your oversoul. And your oversoul is the combination of what is in both bodies. So this will help bring you together in that bond. Okay, then we have I share my light with others. Okay, so they're telling me part of what is not necessarily blocking, but pausing these unions from coming together is they want me to be careful how I say this. The need for authenticity. So there's an energy of like only sharing yourself with those that are in the same frequency or the same resonance as you. I learned this very recently when I started working in a more public space, and I learned, I had to learn to work with different vibrations and to not exclude myself from spaces and places and different frequencies. I needed to shine my light no matter what. And they're saying like, there's so much that's bottled up still inside of you that needs to come out in reference to who you are, what you want, how you feel, how you represent yourself, being in that authentic crone energy of just having the wisdom that you've of the life experiences that you've grown through in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes, because these divine unions, y'all are ancient souls. We are ancient souls. And so connecting with that. All right, there are so many messages coming in. I'm going to try to flip through these quickly because I feel like there's going to be more than just the cards. So let's see. All right, we have practice daily. And this is turning inwards and seeing things from a different point of view. So it's like if you're in the energy of, why hasn't it happened yet? Or I'm over this is too much, or I'm impatient. It's like, okay, shift your view though, because everything is happening exactly as it needs to. And these unions are going to come together as needed. So right now there are a lot of things shifting and a lot of things that need to happen still. So they're saying, get out of your head. I mean, she's like literally bent over backwards and seeing things from an entirely different perspective. Okay. And we have Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Yes. There's this sense of like, when the impatience comes around, it tends to get you very ungrounded. You not necessarily lose yourself, but you tap out of, it's like you're so open and intuitive and you're getting downloads and everything feels great. And then you become ungrounded and all of a sudden you start receiving messages from everywhere, not just like the higher dimensions. You're receiving alternate messages. There may be some interference that's coming in and they're like, you need to stay grounded through this process. And like, I'm hearing that song, like root down deep, because this energy of you coming together, even they're showing me the visual. My husband and I went out after we came into union and we literally hugged on top of this mountainside. It was the wildest experience I've ever had. And we rooted down so deep into Mama Gaia. Like, we are here, we are helping you rise, and we are bringing these unions together. And they want you to root down deep, because in that space, you're going to connect with us, those of us who have been in union and have been doing the work to show the way forward. And you're going to feel like you're not in this alone, and like things are actually moving forward. Because right now there's some energy of like, there's still this energy of waiting, this desire of like, I don't know if this is going to happen. I'm over it. I'm tired of waiting. Like, almost annoyance is the energy that I'm getting. Okay. We have the divine matrix. Yes. So what's shifting? Your partners, is this just their partners? Yes. Your partners that have not come into union yet are still experiencing matrix codings. So they are still being coded, which tells me, right, if you're one soul, you're also being coded with those. So it may feel like you're doing a whole lot of clearing and shifting, and it may feel exhausting. And they're saying, allow yourself time to rest, because you are literally breaking through that matrix. And your partner is doing it as well. It's like you've got to break through to be able to raise up and meet in that higher vibration that's going to help accelerate things forward. Okay, and then we have cleansing. Yeah, this is just saying that old timelines are falling off. There's okay, this is like, don't say it like that. So they're saying like leveling out. Interesting. Okay, leveling out. It's like everything is coming to one level playing field, and there needs to be a lot of self-love and self-nurturing right now, because I mean, you, like I said, you are literally breaking through these matrices, you and your partner. So for you to come into union, it is requiring a lot of self-care, right? It's like the energy of the butterfly and the chrysalis. It's that uncomfortableness before you finally break through and are able to fly. But breaking through that threshold can be long. It can be a long process. It can be exhausting. It can be cramped, they're telling me, like you feel like you're ready to fly, like your wings are ready and you just want to go, and they're like, just, it's okay, it's got to happen from the inside out, both of you at the same time. And that's why there's so much clearing going on. So bring in some more self-love, some nurturing, whatever you do that allows you to tap into your body, specifically your body, and allow these energies to move through you. Okay. And we have soul cage. Yeah. So yeah, it may feel like you're constantly having to rescue them or pull them up out of that matrix, right? It's like she's, you know, the figures here is like the masculine is hunched over and like almost given up, and the feminine comes up from underneath and lifts him up into the light, and that's how it feels. So this is within you. This is not, I feel like they're wanting me to stress this, really get this point across to you all, that it is not separate. When she goes down into those depths, into those shadows, into those spaces, into those matrices and those codes to shift and bring the masculine out, it's happening within you. Your feminine is nurturing and caring for the masculine, your masculine, as it rises. So know that, you know, if you've been in some depths, if you are embodying the masculine in this lifetime and you've been through some depths, your feminine is growing through these cycles of helping raise you up, and vice versa. And it's all happening within. So my suggestion would be to connect with your inner masculine. Connect with your inner masculine and ask, what do what does my inner masculine need? What do I need to do to move forward, to come out of these depths, and to shift through these matrices once and for all? We have some unicorn energy, adventure. They're like, here's what you need. There needs to be play and adventure. It's like there's been so much work and so much focus on this union coming together that's where the primary focus has been for so long. They're like, go on an adventure, have some fun, see things from a different perspective, and then things will finally break through. But they're saying be spontaneous. Okay, and then we have River of Blissings. So letting go of any constraints. This energy back here is like a big shift, a big purge. So anything that is holding you back, they're telling me, from truly loving yourself. So if there's any part of you that you do not love or that you're struggling with, or if you look in the mirror and you cannot consciously look in the mirror and tell yourself how amazing you are, how beautiful you are, if you're still growing through that uncomfortableness, then maybe you are doing mirror affirmations and it's still a little uncomfortable. But they're saying until you get to that space, there's still some darkness that you're having to move through. So I feel like this is all in regards to self-worth. There's some channeling that wants to come through. Okay, so they wanted me to bring this stone up because they're saying there needs to be more self-love, some activation, first of all, some purging, transmission, and then activation in the solar plexus. There is a lovely solar plexus upgrade that a good friend of mine has uploaded on YouTube. I will link it in the description for you. Solar plexus upgrade by Melanie of Body and Soul 333, and maybe some purging as well. If I have any recommendations, I will definitely let you know as those come through. Okay, and then we have accept and receive. Yeah, so after all of this, there is some harmony coming through. Like they're showing me this lotus flower upside down, and it's like things are still in the mud. Like they just haven't fully shifted yet. But it's because, this is really lovely what they're telling me, it's because we have been deceived to believe that this is how it should look when it rises. And when it rises, it's going to be so much more expansive and open. So perhaps you're thinking too small, like thinking in general, right? And then also thinking too small, like feeling like you're not good enough, or like you're gonna have to slowly transition into this relationship, or they're not gonna be okay with you. I don't know, there's some indifferent energy coming through for that. All right, and then we have the 10 of disc. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is like, I mean, look at everything there. It's like the family, the legacy, the abundance. There's so much beautiful energy to come for you. So free yourself from the energy of giving up. Welcome your partner as your union, as the other half of your soul. Work to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. That will definitely help. And then trust and have that inner knowing. And the way you do that is by staying grounded and seeing things from a different perspective. All right, last thing is obviously that self-nurturing, self-love, and breathe. They're telling me breathe. So maybe like some fire breaths, or something that's gonna like heat up that solar plexus and get things moving. You can look up breath of fire online, or maybe look into going to a Kundalini activation in your area. you can get online or get on social media and see if you can find someone who does Kundalini activation, and or like fire breath work or activating breath work would be really good as well. Alrighty, y'all. Until next time, thank you so much. Welcome back. Those of you who are in separation, have come into union, have been in union, and for some reason have separated and severed. They're telling me severed. Like you have completely let go, you have moved on with your life, but there's still a little part of you that's listening to this right now. So there is some energy moving in this area. So let's tap in. I'm going to pull this back a little bit. Of course, we have the selenite heart that wanted to come through. So some cleansing. I'm hearing deep cleansing in the heart and mind. Oh my goodness, specifically in the mind. They're saying there is a lot going on in the head, and it's like, it's just some really big shifts in the head space. I'm going to move this up here. Okay, let's go right into the shadow and see what it is. So, fear of separation. Okay, they're telling me, oh my goodness, this goes all the way back to the womb. There was this, they're telling me, those of you who, this will either be for you or your partner, so take what resonates. But there was some fear of coming into Earth Realm. It's like you chose the portal, or your partner chose the portal, the mother, to come in through, and perhaps things were a lot more chaotic or restricted, I'm hearing, in coming through that portal. And there has been this fear of separation that has been lingering for those of you that are listening, or for your partners in separation, that has really held you back in this lifetime. They are bringing up like some victim energy of like, why can't I get through this? And every time you get ahead, you feel like you get pulled back down, or something shifts, and it's like the energy of like, I don't feel like I'm tapped out. I'm done. I don't feel like I deserve this. I'm just over it. I'm gonna go back to my old ways, or I'm gonna shift out and do something. It's like you've got to go deeper. You've got to hit that bottom almost. Like the energy is like very much bottoming out. Like this is it. For some, this could bring up health issues for self or partner, but it's this deep-rooted fear of separation. Now, when we have fear of separation, what happens? We recreate separation and abandonment throughout our entire life. So it's like whoever we come close to, they're going to end up leaving us, or letting go, or severing ties, or whatever it may be, because we need to clear through that fear of separation. So they're showing me the two hearts together. It's like, yes, there is union for you in this lifetime. And just because this arrow is moving through it, it doesn't mean that like love is over. It doesn't mean that you're never going to come into love again. There are other ways for you to come into union in this lifetime. But what needs to be cleared is the fear of separation. And it is coming from the womb space, from when you or your partner was in the womb. So they're going to bring up some stuff to work through for that later. They said I can go ahead and continue on. So we have, I speak up for myself and my needs. Yeah, and there's so much energy. It's like they feel all alone out here. There's no one else around. There's just all this open space, and it's like almost this like wish upon a star type energy. Like, oh, I just wish things would shift, which unfortunately is a very victim like energy. So there's a lot that needs to move, and I'm feeling a lot of almost like the energy that I'm feeling is disgust. Like, I'm just over this. I don't even want anything to do with it anymore. I don't care. I don't care about the ascension. I don't care about the rise. And yet, for some reason, your guides have still brought you here to listen to this message. So let's keep going. We have look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. So as above, so below, right? Whatever we're going through inside or outside, thank you, outside is happening inside of us. So going into the depths of, they want me to show the words, of the fear of separation, going into the depths of that, feeling, thank you. They're telling me separation from self. So it's gotten to the point where, I'm going to move these over here. It's gotten to the point they're telling me where you have just like tapped out of self. You don't want to take care of self, or you just feel like this is your journey and you're just surrendering to a much lower vibration. And it's like just settling. Settling is the word that's coming through. Settling. So they're saying this is happening now because almost like I feel like there's some seclusion, like you've secluded yourself from others, or you've pulled back or closed your heart like completely off and don't want anything to do with anyone who would bring any kind of love or joy or happiness into your life. You're just over it. And they're saying, so now it's like that fear of separation is happening within self. So you may be having some problems with your mind. It may feel like you are losing your mind. You may be having some major, like, they're showing me like, what's that word? Migraines or headaches or stuff going on in the brain. And it's because it's like, when you don't have others to heal those cycles with, you will, not just you, anybody, right? Like when we don't have someone else to mirror that energy for us, we mirror it back to ourselves. And that typically becomes some kind of infection or dis-ease or discomfort in the body. So, they're just saying there's so much around the head. It's specifically in the back of the skull. Like I'm feeling right where the skull and the spine, like the cerebral spinal. Thank you, cerebral spinal space. Okay. We have medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Oh, it's like, I feel for you all, because I feel like you have this inner knowing. You know in your heart how things should be or could be or would be. And yet there's just this infectious energy that has taken over your mind and separated you from yourself. And they're saying it's time to come back to your ancient soul. Now I am hearing that those of you who are watching this, if you are going through this type of experience, if you're going through health issues in and around the head, there will be an opportunity for walkout experiences to happen, walk-in upgrades to happen. There is a possibility that the other half of your soul, the part of your union, will walk out, or already has, they're telling me, thank you, already has walked out of the body they were in, and they're going to come back into another body, another vessel. So they've already walked out, they're coming back into another vessel. So they're saying open up, open yourself back up to love, because it is meant to happen for you in this lifetime. And the longer you keep yourself closed off, the longer it's going to take for that to happen. But it is definitely going to happen in this lifetime. So even the energy they're giving me is, there was a time where myself and my husband, we felt like we were done. Like it was it. We were both in different spaces and places, and we went into a very powerful healing session. And in this healing session, we connected with the High Council, and the High Council told us, You two are meant to be together. You are literally one soul in two bodies. There is no separation for you in this lifetime. So figure your shit out. And we figured it out. It was like getting scolded from the divine, and we figured it out, right? Like we felt that. It was an inner knowing. It wasn't just hearing it from the high council. I mean, that definitely helped, but it was an inner knowing, and you have that inner knowing. So they're saying open up and speak out into existence what you're capable. They're saying what you're capable of, almost like you just lost yourself through this, or maybe let yourself go and have succumbed to whatever infection, dis-ease, discomfort, lower vibrational energy that has kind of taken over. Okay, let's see. All right, we have Pleiadian activation, which is harmony coming together. Oh, the Pleiadians are here. Thank you so much. I am going to channel. Their energy is so vibrant. Okay, they're saying go out underneath the night sky. It is going to be helpful. They are here to help you. Look up, find the 7 sisters in the night sky and connect with them. They will help clear the mind and get you out of your headspace, because there is a lot going on in the headspace for you all. Okay, we have stagnant waters. So they're saying just slow down. It's like things have been, this fear of separation, man, when it turned inward toward yourself, like that looking in the mirror energy, it's like it came full force, and it has been nonstop. And I feel like y'all have been going through like some major cycles. They're having me clear right now. Okay, let's see what else we have. The return of Aphrodite. All right, so birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. So this is like rebirthing yourself, treating yourself as sacred, tapping into your inner feminine, your creativity, your play, your nurturing of self, and tapping out of the head, right? Because when we're being creative, when we are open and creative and playful and sensual and sexual and all of that sacral energy, emotional, letting the emotions move through us, we are tapped out of our headspace, right? Like we're not overthinking, we're not thinking about the next present moment, we're not thinking about the past, we are in the present, in that moment. So bring some more creativity into your life. Maybe find a new hobby or something that you enjoy doing that is a creative venture that you can tap into to help you move through some of these energies. Okay, and then we have support. Yes, call on support, ask for help, nurture yourself, right? There's a lot that is happening for those of you that are in separation, and they're saying you need the support from outside of yourself. So not just nurturing yourself, but nurturing yourself is great, but ask for support from whoever. They're telling me ask for support from your friends, ask for support from your family, whoever you are close with or were. They're telling me were close with, because some of you I feel like have tapped out and gone into like this hermit mode of like not wanting to be around or connect with anyone outside of yourself. And they're saying like, no, open up. even what's coming through, I'll tell you, when I was in some of my darkest of energies and growing through my own shit, I connected with random people online, and it was a space for me where I didn't have to worry about people judging me or knowing any part of my story. Like, these were just random strangers that I was able to connect through online, and there are obviously different apps and social media things that you can connect with people, but no one knew my story, so there was no judgment. I was able to open up and be myself in my darkness, through my darkness, and I didn't have anyone that was judging me, or if they weren't anyone that I cared about, so it didn't bother me. I just allowed it to happen. So they're saying ask for support. If you can't ask for support from, the people who do care about you, because there are many people who care about you, they're telling me, ask for support from strangers. Maybe go to a new space, like go to a new meditation circle or yoga class or a workout class, or they're showing me like a book club. Like, do something different where you can connect with people, even like a sewing club they're showing me. I don't know, this is random stuff, so hopefully it resonates for you all. Okay, and then we have, this is not a coincidence this came out in reverse, because right side up, it is grateful optimism, right? And upside down, it's like that, like, there's nothing to be grateful for. Like, why am I even here? Why am I doing this? I'm so over this. Like, it's like hating life. Like, this energy, y'all, I've been in this energy. I know what it feels like. It's like there's nothing that is bringing you true joy. And so they're saying, like, you've got to break through, like, get this arrow out of your heart space. Like, yes, it came in, they're showing me like a wasp. Like, it came, it stung you, it hurt, it sucked, and like, you're the only one that can move you through this by opening up to new experiences, new people, new things, by reopening your heart, by tapping into your creativity, by speaking up for your needs. And they're bringing me back to the womb, maybe doing some womb healing, going back to, if you're good at meditation or prayer, tapping in and praying for your soul when it was in the womb. Maybe you were a very sensitive soul that was experiencing everything that your mother, your portal, was growing through, and it wasn't easy, and you took on that energy from the womb space. So some womb healing would be really good for you, regardless of whether you're male or female. It's when you were in the womb, and or when your partner was in the womb. It may be your partner as well. If that doesn't resonate for you, they're telling me it's one or the other, right? Because these are unions. Okay, and then we have welcome the divine masculine. Yeah, it's like this energy of tapping into your feminine, into your inner nurturer, will help open up your masculine, your protector, your they're telling me it's very out of balance right now within you in regards to your masculine and feminine energy. It's like you are oscillating, swinging, that pendulum is swinging so far from being heavy in your masculine to being heavy in your feminine, and without the balance in between, it can feel like a very chaotic, tumultuous time in your life. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it came out in reverse. So yeah, there's just so much like pessimism and energy of like, I'm over it, I'm done, I'm tapped out, I'm just gonna succumb to whatever is happening in my brain. I'm going to let myself infect myself or sit in this dis-ease. Now, I'll tell you, the other day I went through some shadow work with my husband, and he was deep in the shadow, and when he's in this space, I can see it in his eyes. And I looked at him and I said, are you okay? And he said, yes. And I looked at his eyes and I'm like, oof, no, you're not. Like, you're not even yourself right now. And I asked, do you want to sit in this shadow or do you want to work through it? And in the past, he would have definitely felt like he wanted to sit in it. And this time he's like, no, I want to work through this. I don't want to sit in this. It doesn't feel good. And I feel like that's why you all are here. That's why you're listening to this, because it doesn't feel good. You're over it. You do want to change. There is a surrender that is happening within you. And so they're saying you can move through this, and it's going to require some nurturing, some rest. And the Pleiadians came back in and they're like, and we're here. So connecting with Pleiadian energy, maybe that's listening to a Pleiadian frequency, doing a Pleiadian meditation, or just going out underneath the night sky and connecting with the seven sisters themselves. Alrighty, I am going to do, okay, I'm just gonna bring through a message. Oof. Okay, this is a very stern message. They're like, you or your partner has given up on yourself, and it is time for you to get it back together. If it is your partner, maybe this is something that you share with them, that you send to them, or ask your guides to take it to them, right? Like, you don't have to. If you're not in contact and you don't want to connect with them, tell your guides, this is out there. This is in a public space. Let them find this so they can work through it. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am feeling so much in the brain though, in my head. My goodness, there's so much energy. Okay, so I am going to do a little clearing. They're telling me part of this you do have to grow through. There's not anyone outside that can clear it completely for you, but I am going to help lift the tension a little bit. I heard 111 hertz as I was finishing up, so and take that as it resonates. I'm sending you all so much love. Until next time, adios. Aloha, those of you that are in union, have been in union, have been through the upgrades. Welcome back. All right, we have this golden healer energy coming through. This is the light that you are shining, embodying, shining forward for others. And what's interesting about this is that this first card is a shadow card, to see like what in the shadow for self is coming through. And I'll tell you, this was the pile where the one card wanted to switch out, and I looked at it. I hadn't looked at any of the cards, but I looked at the one card that switched out, and it was the Tower card. So it's like a big, like, you know, like jump or go up in flames. Thank you. Like, jump or going up in flames. It's that tower moment. They said I could show you. Let me see. It's right here somewhere. I did pull the new card, and they're telling me now that the new card, oh yeah, look, protective shells. So this is what you just currently went through and shifted out of, and that's why it has finally, like, the card wanted to shift. It was like, that's not necessary anymore. Now, this card is not for you per se, but this is what you're holding space for the collective, and what you're shining light for for others moving forward. Okay, so we have unbalanced ego. I align my inner world with my outer world. Yes, so it is they're showing me the number 13, the divine feminine energy. So this is you embodying your femininity, embodying the feminine energy, also just balanced out feminine and masculine energy. We have both in us. So whether you're a male or a female, it's like you have finally shifted through that, and that's what you're shining the light for moving forward, along with the harmonizing of the ego. So you may notice, since you are holding space in that area, that people around you are in either one end of the pendulum or the other. They're saying like they are either heavily in their ego, or they have absolutely no ego and they're being walked all over. So this is what you're shining the light for others to shift through and come into their authentic self and their alignment. And that's because you have shifted into your authentic self and your alignment. They said move this. Okay, and I think they put this one up here since that was the one that came out with your card. Okay, what else do we have here? It says, I can overcome any challenges that come my way. Yeah, they're telling me share your story. Share what you've been through. Share what you've grown through as a union. Share everything that has shifted you in the past few years, that has advanced your union and brought balance into your relationship, because people are going to be looking for that. They're going to be needing guidance on it. So whatever waves you went through, start sharing those experiences with others. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have like a public platform like this, although if you do, that's awesome. But they are saying share your experience. So maybe it's just being around other couples and sharing your experience with them. Like, this is what we do. This is what helped us grow through and get through some of these cycles that we were growing through. All right. Tap into primal power. Yes, this is Kundalini energy. This is the just highly activated sacral intimacy. They're like, there's more intimacy coming to these unions that have upgraded. So they're like, tap fully into that. Allow yourself to experience your partner on a whole new level. Love on your partner, touch on your partner, be close to them. Maybe even if you like weren't used to doing things before, shift things up. There's this really lovely sensual energy that's coming in for those of you that have shifted through these upgrades. Okay, and then we have winter, so take care of your needs. Yeah, so maybe, you know, there's been a lot happening through these upgrades, so take some time for self. Maybe that means just like one day out of the week, taking time where you're disconnected from your partner, you're not with them, and you are able to tap into your own primal needs, whatever that means for you. Maybe it's like getting out into nature, or being adventurous, or maybe it's being in your sensuality. They're like showing me like taking a dance class, like doing like a pole dance class or a heels dance class, or tapping into like primal instincts, even like hunting for men. Like if they want to get out and get into that like nature primal instinct, they're saying tap into that space of taking care of your own needs, what's going to serve you moving forward. And then we have inner earth. So yeah, this is the foundation that we have laid in these unions. It's like we've laid this really strong, solid foundation moving forward, and it may have felt like it's taken us some time to get here, and it's all with purpose. It's all because we're going to have a super strong foundation moving forward, and that foundation is guiding the light for so many others. And y'all, we don't even have to do anything. We just have to be ourselves, be in our joy, be in our love, be in our presence, be in our connection with our partners in our union, and other people are going to benefit from that. It's going to help heal them and their relationships. So just be in that energy with self and with partner, and know that everything that you've grown through to be here, it's built this really strong inner earthly layer. Okay, then we have the healing waters. And we have plunge. Yeah, so don't hold back anymore. Dive in. If there are some things that you have been wanting to do, or you've been called to, and you weren't able to tap into because you were going through these waves and these cycles, now is the time to step into that power. It's like there's this freedom that came through these upgrades, and allow yourself to enjoy, be in joy of that freedom. And it's opening up new, like I'm seeing these gates open up. It's like this whole new dimension is opening up for you and your partners. So allow yourselves to move through that and just be you, like be in your happiness and free yourself. There's a little bit of guilt coming through. So free yourself from, okay, thank you. They're telling me it's because there's so many others that are really growing through some deep, dark shadows, some karmic cycles, some separation. There's a lot that is a lot of moving pieces. Y'all have already moved through it. So, those of us that have been in union, we've already gone through these cycles. We've moved through them. We were in those waves for so long. And now it's like there's freedom and play and joy and abundance coming in. So allow yourself to be in that energy. And then we have motherhood. Oh goodness. So if you are wanting to bring new babies into this earth, bring new souls, know that this is part of your calling. This is absolutely going to happen for you in this lifetime. And I want to make sure, they're like, everyone that's listening to this, there are going to be new souls that are coming into your life. So it's this going inward and taking care of your own needs and enjoying the play and the fun now is like you are shifting into a whole new you, a whole new union. And they're even showing me like some of you maybe have been in union and grown through union and all of this. And now you're shifting out of this motherhood energy. You're shifting into like re-nurturing of self and partner. So there's this growth cycle that's happening. This is a really big transition into motherhood, or into like the crone and out of the motherhood energy. So two different energies coming through there. But for the majority that are watching this is, if you've been struggling with fertility, if you've been feeling like, if you've been with child for a long while, it's like there's no worries. Everything is happening divinely, and this energy of you being a mother or your partner being a mother is absolutely going to happen. And they're saying just have fun with it, be in joy, be in play. It's like you finally shifted out of the energy of like, I'm getting like this like tedious like cycle, like we have to do it. Almost maybe some of you were like watching or navigating through fertility cycles. And they're like, it's like you finally just like nixed it all, and you're like, let's just have fun. Let's just enjoy each other. Let's be in each other's presence. Let's breathe together. Let's hold each other. Let's love on each other again. Let's have that intimacy that we may have had before, but on a much higher level. And what's meant to happen will happen. And this is absolutely meant to happen. Okay, and then we have leadership. Yes, so those of you that are in union, it is time. You are stepping into these leadership roles. It's time for you to fully embody that and to step forward And whatever you're doing in your life, maybe it is starting a new business, maybe it is creating a new platform, being in front of people, being, in a public space, whatever it is, it's time for you to step up and take the lead. There's no more holding back. Okay, and then we have the circle of eternal joy. The circle of eternal joy. Yes, so it's like new life is coming in. Dance with life. Know that the cycles have shifted. Like, it's like the times have turned. What's that? They're showing me like an hourglass where it's like shifted and it's a whole new cycle, a whole new experience. It's just so much more that's coming online for you now. And then we have cut the cords of doubt. So if I feel like this is specifically, can you confirm? Yes, this is specifically around the doubt of being caretakers. I don't like to say the word parents. For me, it separates into parents, and there's a lot more meaning behind that in regards to sovereignty. So maybe we can tap into that another time for those of you that are interested. But I will use caretakers. So us as caretakers, bringing new earth babies into earth realm and raising the vibration of humanity, right? So cut the cords of doubt. Things are happening. Absolutely. There is no doubt. And it is so much joy. Oh my goodness. I have this energy right now of just like this bubbly, happy, vibrant energy that's coming through. So it feels really, really good, y'all. And then we have this 3 of Cups energy. They're saying go on a journey. They're like showing this energy of like, almost it looks like Greece behind here. And they're showing me this Pleiadian energy back here that's kind of looking back. And yeah, it's like you up leveled. Your guides are like looking back on you and they're like, oh, you got it. You're good. You're in a good space. Enjoy. Have fun. Cheers. Salute. Like, it is a good time to be alive and in earth realms. So enjoy this space. Enjoy being in your light. Enjoy being in your love, and play with each other. Play and experience life from a whole new level. Okay, that was, I'm like, the music changed, and we have some quantum healing that came on. So I feel like it is relevant. I will link it in the description for you all. And I just want to tap in any last messages that want to come through. No, just so much joy. Oh my goodness. It is happiness, it is an abundance of happiness, joy, play, adventure, just a whole new life. I feel like those of you who have been through these cycles and stayed in union and worked through it all, there's just so much more to experience here in Earth Realm in this new vibration for you. So lean in, take the lead, and enjoy. All right, y'all. Until next time. Adios.